Hi, everybody. It's Mimi Comfort. I get to be the introductory tonight because my husband looks like he got into a fist fight. He didn't really, but he had some eye surgery done, so he is staying out of the limelight right now. But I want to just take the time to introduce our special guest tonight, and we're super excited because she has the joy to represent a lot of different wonderful products from river cruises to land vacations, and she's going to be updating us on all the different some new itineraries, some specials that she's got, and also the some of the things that are just a little bit unique with Globus in that they've got some small group tours and some kind of off the beaten path where you want to see some of the places that the locals go to. So we're super excited to have Robin Piper with the Globus Family of Brands, and she's going to just entertain us tonight and share some just fun updates. And we're all, I know, ready to travel and can't wait to get back out there. So enjoy your time with Robin, and I'll turn it over to Robin now.
Thank you so much, Mimi. I really appreciate you taking the time, and we all wish Mark a speedy recovery. So
thank you.
You are hopefully sitting at home or sitting somewhere comfortable. We're going to take you through kind of tonight some of the things that are new and exciting that you maybe didn't even consider for 2021 travel. So we have been busy at the Globus Family of Brands. And, you know, we love to be able to take you all around the world and keep you a little close to home. For over 90 years, we've been offering this through our 4 main brands: Globus, which is our fully escorted first-class touring product; Cosmos, which is going to celebrate her 60th year next year, which is a little bit more budget-friendly, more free time kind of concept; Monograms, which is our independent style travel; and then, of course, Avalon Waterways. Mark and I and Mimi and I talk about Avalon an awful lot, so I know you know that is our river cruise company. But I want to take a minute and first talk about why I love working with the folks at Cruise Holidays. And I don't just mean Mark and Mimi, they're fantastic, but I mean everybody from the time you call into the office to your travel coordinator, to your travel counselor, to accounting, to everybody that you come into contact with. They really are professionals day in and day out, and they are guided by service. They want to provide you with great service. And in addition to that, they have expert guidance. You know, they've been to many of the places that we've talked about. They've certainly experienced our different styles of travel. They really do want to personalize that service just for you. It is not their job to put everybody on the same exact vacation. They want to talk to you. They want to counsel you. They want to figure out what that really means to you and what's going to be important to you. And of course, I don't think there's anybody listening today or anybody who's ever gone on vacation that wants to pay more than they need to for a great vacation. And that's really another great thing about everybody at Cruise Holidays. They appreciate that and they know that. They want to give you a great value, whether it's, you know, any size of vacation, any length, any kind of vacation. That's what they want to do. Plus, it's convenient one-stop shopping. They can do your airfare, they can do your car rentals, they can do whatever it is that you need to make your excursions, whatever it is to make your unique vacation special to you, they can do it. So the other thing I always like to point out is everything that I talk about tonight through the Globus Family of Brands is always available through our partners at Cruise Holidays. And they often have better rates than if you were to do it on your own. Plus, you get better service, right? So first up, I wanted to talk about travel a little closer to home with our North America. We've got some new features in North America. First of all, some of you might be familiar with our Monograms product in Europe. Well, we have brought back in a couple of cities Monograms to the United States. We think the timing is great. It's going to be a little bit more off-season travel, so starting in November and going through March. And these are all weekend getaways, so 3-night itineraries in 4 great cities. I only have 3 featured, but I've got San Diego getaway, I've got Nashville getaway, San Francisco, and I've got a New Orleans getaway. These are preset 3-night packages, great price points, and fantastic hotels. So unlike our monograms in Europe where you get to pick your hotel and you can upgrade, we've got fantastic rates for really good hotels. So the Embassy Suites in San Diego Bay, I love it. Two rooms, great for families or maybe a girls getaway or maybe a golfing trip for your husband and his buddies or whoever might want to golf. There's a Nashville getaway where you're right in the heart of downtown at the Westin. And the price points are really nice too. And then of course, San Francisco, you could do San Francisco over Valentine's Day, starting at just $619 per person, and you stay at the San Francisco Marriott Marquis. What is not to love about that? Another thing that we're really having great success with is our Undiscovered North America series. And you might have heard me, and I'm going to talk a little bit in a few minutes about our Undiscovered throughout Europe. But let's take a look at a couple of things with our Undiscovered North America. Exploring the Pacific Northwest, this one goes from Seattle to Portland, and it's with our Cosmos brand. So you can have about 30% more free time when you're doing your Pacific Northwest stay. You'll get to go to Bend, you'll get to go to Astoria, where you might remember the movie Kindergarten Cop. It was filmed there. Lots of great stuff, even microbreweries and some winery stops and a ton of great fun. We also have, if you want to go a little bit more to the south, we've got bourbons, bridals, and bluegrass. And of course, that will take you through the bluegrass state of Kentucky, starting in Louisville, and then take you to all the way through to Nashville. But along the way, you are going to some really cool cities. You've got Asheville, Nashville I talked about, and even Chattanooga, which is right there on the water. And these are really kind of cities and have a lot of fun things going on. And of course, I've got a picture here of the mint julep. I wouldn't suggest drinking that whole tray, but it is kind of a rite of passage down there. And then if you want to do something a little bit more I shouldn't say more breathtaking, but I always think of the Lost Canyons as a really breathtaking experience. And this is Las Vegas, Phoenix to Las Vegas. So you can even add on some time in Las Vegas if you want, 9 days. And it is taking you to places, you do get to see the Grand Canyon, but it's taking you some of these really off the beaten path canyons that if you're a canyon junkie or a national park junkie, you might never get all in one trip. So this is a really great itinerary for that. And all of these represent our brochure rates, but we do have some really special offers I'm going to tell you about at the end. Next up, I did want to refresh your memory about our Undiscovered series. And remember, Undiscovered is kind of taking the road less traveled. It's, going where the locals go, immersing yourself in a destination. And these 3 examples are perfect examples of the Undiscovered in Europe. We've got the Scottish Highland Fling, which starts out, it's 10 days from $26.99, starts in Edinburgh, goes to Glasgow, all the way up to Glasgow. And if you want to add on the military tattoo, certain months of the year, you can add on the military tattoo for next year. The Croatian, I was supposed to be on the Croatian this April, and of course, I didn't get to go, but it is still on my list and I will get there. And maybe you've done this region by ocean ship, which is a great way to see the region, but you loved it so much you want to go back and see it a little bit longer or explore a little bit more. This 11-day itinerary starts in Zagreb and goes all the way to Dubrovnik. And what's really cool? We take you to one of the excursions is we take you to the Pastino caves. I hope I'm saying that right. And there are these little, they're dragons. They're called olms, O-L-M-S, I believe. And they live in these caves and they have lived there for years. And they have a very unique look about them, but they also can live without eating for 10 years. Totally want to come back as an olm in my next life, right? And then Gourmet Tuscany, you might have been dreaming about doing Tuscany, and we just for many years didn't have a tour that just did Tuscany. This is a Cosmos tour, and it's a great value. The hotel is kind of the hub of all the activity. They're always having different included activities at the hotel. There's a multiple cooking classes, and you're right there. And each day you pack and unpack one time. So all 7 nights you're in Montecatini, this cute little hilltop village. And then each day you do little little day trips. It's a great vacation, especially if you don't, you need a pace that's a little slower pace. This is great for that. Now, another big trend you're going to see with us is that we are converting to smaller groups whenever possible. We know that that is a pressure point for a lot of our past travelers, that they want to know how we're going to adapt and how we're going to change. So we're really excited to be able to offer small group discoveries in South and Central America, in Australia, New Zealand, and in Asia. So all of our normally exotic itineraries, like the natural wonders of Costa Rica, that will now be a max of 24 passengers, on average about 20, okay? Who wouldn't want to do Machu Picchu with, the max of 24 people? Peru Splendors will allow you 2 entries into Machu Picchu. You're staying in Cusco, you're doing the Sacred Valley, just an amazing, life-changing kind of experience. And then the Great Sites of Australia has always been, we introduced it 2 years ago, and it's always been one that I'm really intrigued by, because typically Australia is like a 2 to 3 week experience. Not all of us have 2 to 3 weeks to go off on vacation, but 12 days is a nice amount of time. You don't feel like you just, you have to turn right back around right away, and you see everything. All the must-sees for Australia are on this tour, and it's a great price point to boot. Now, what if you're looking at trying to get away like now, right? Who doesn't want to get away right now? And we are looking at some of our North America itineraries will be opening November 1st, will be operating. But then we have some other things that are a little, normally our escape season, which is our off-season product, is November to March. So I'm going to highlight a couple of itineraries, but first I want to tell you about what Escapes is. Escapes is, like I said, off-season travel, less passengers, less people, lighter crowds, cooler weather perhaps, but really aggressive prices, because our hotel partners want to get people in to see them. So let's look at this. Irish Escape, same Globus level hotel, same tour director, same inclusions, 7 days from $8.99 per person, round trip from Dublin, February and March departures. I mean, who doesn't love that? We also have, oh, and I apologize, I didn't change that photograph. We also have a Jordan Escape, which that is not Jordan, that is Machu Picchu, that is 7 days from $8.99 from Amman to the Dead Sea. And that's for January departures. And then if you haven't been to Prague and Budapest, the Imperial Escape is a fantastic getaway in the month of March for just $9.99. Now these are land only. We do have great airfare rates as well, but just keep in mind, if you want to get somewhere in the off season, we now have products for you in the off season as well. Now, what about those of you who are sitting there going, we had always talked about going on vacation with our family and doing a multi-generational trip, or maybe, you have 6 cousins and all 6 cousins and their spouses want to go on a trip. We can do that for you and make it private in 2021. So Europe Globus tours can be made into private tours for 2 to 24 passengers. Basically, you're going to pay a surcharge based on how many people you have. So really the sweet spot is around 16 people or 8 couples. If you like to travel in your own little bubble with people that you don't want to meet anyone new, this is a great way to do it. You'll still have your professional driver, your professional tour director, your local guides. We might adjust the size of your motor vehicle. So instead of it being a 55 passenger bus, we might put you on a 24 passenger bus, right? Little things like that, but really this is a great thing, and all the counselors at Cruise Holidays are aware of this product and know how to do it. We can even do this for the Holy Land. That's one of my favorite ways to sell private touring. So, of course, I can't do a presentation without talking about what's new on Avalon. And we have a lot of things that are new on Avalon, including some new itineraries. So I did want to point out our new Active in Discovery in Holland and Belgium. And for those of you who have been part of my presentations in the past, you of course know that Active in Discovery means there's going to be more of those Active in Discovery excursions included, and that we're going to see more, stay at places, more, maybe do multiple stops in one day, that sort of thing. And the Holland and Belgium itinerary is really great. It's round trip out of Amsterdam, so you can always add on Amsterdam before or after the cruise. And then you'll get time in Middelburg and Ghent and Brussels and Antwerp. And then we will, during certain parts of the season, we will do tours to Keukenhof and to the flower market. The flower market sells, it's like millions of tulips each day to go all around the world. So that's a really neat experience as well. Another new itinerary that I like to talk about is this Balkan Discovery. Have you noticed that Croatia and Serbia and Bulgaria, that's all a very hot destination right now? And the Balkan Discovery was birthed out of that. So you will actually have an overnight in Zagreb and an overnight in Bucharest in hotels, that's already included. And then you'll do a 6-night sail from the point of embarkation all the way down to Olijenta. And you'll get to see the Iron Gates and Belgrade and just some beautiful, breathtaking views like the one that I'm showing you here. Now, all of our 21 sailings do have this free upgrade promotion on our category A, B's, and P's, those panoramic suites that you love so much. So check into that, or maybe you travel as a single or know someone who likes to travel as a single. Many of our dates also have single supplement waivers, which means you don't pay for the imaginary person in your stateroom. And then I also wanted to remind you that we do have some great itineraries that are going to be hosted by the folks at Cruise Holidays. So Andrea Redding and Kim North will be doing Tulip Time on the Rhine, right in the prime season of April 11th through the 18th in 2021. And this is a completely different itinerary than what I showed you previously on that other itinerary. So even if you've done Holland and Belgium, you haven't done it quite this way. It really does take you up further into Holland. You notice we're going north of Amsterdam here. Kinderdijk is a great, Rotterdam, all these great spots, and really combining the two. So you've got a really nice itinerary. They do have a great special going on. The upgrade promotion has been extended, and this sailing does have staterooms available with that upgrade promotion. Then we also have an Active in Discovery on the Rhone, and I will tell you, well, you can't find much better hosts than Cassie Johnson and Deb Mitchell. You will have a ton of fun with them. But most of our September sailings are already sold out. May, June, and September have been very popular on this particular itinerary. So Cruise Holidays does have space available and has some great benefits too. Both of these sailings, if you sail with a hosted group, your gratuities are going to be complimentary. So you've got some great things with that as well. And this one goes from Lyon down to Port St. Louis and sails from October 28th to October 5th of 2021. And again, it just gives you this extra level of, I think, excitement when you have a host, especially someone from Cruise Holidays. They're all just so much fun. So keep that in mind. If you are thinking, yes, we are ready to travel in 2021, let's look at these two itineraries that are going to be hosted because you're sure to have a great time on either one of them or both of them if you wish. So moving into 2021, we also have a new platform called the Peace of Mind Plan. And these ladies are jumping, I think they're ladies, they're jumping for joy about the Peace of Mind Plan, and I am too. And I think you will be too when you find out about it. So basically, this is a complimentary coverage. It doesn't cost you anything. It's always as part of our packages moving forward. And you have until final payment date to make any changes to your date. So if you're getting ready to make final payment and you decide that you don't want to travel, we will move that, no questions asked, no penalties on land or cruise, okay? If you did instant purchase air, there would probably be some penalties, things like that. But the land and the cruise portion, there would be no penalties from us, okay? So you can move that later into 2021 or even into 2022 when you feel better about whatever reason that was holding you back, whether that's illness, whether that's hopefully not, whether that's, you know, your granddaughter decided to get married on the same week that you had planned this vacation, a graduation, you know, whatever it might be. This is a great way to keep you feeling good about your vacation investment. So let's talk a little bit about the new travel experience. And really we have two different plans. One is our on-trip assurance, which is for our land products. And then Avalon Assurance is for our river cruise products. And first I want to say that the health and safety of our customers is not something that we just started paying attention to. We have a global health and safety team that has been in Congress for many, many, many years, probably all 90, because we do go worldwide and there are a lot of things going on in the world. So we have 52 offices worldwide to keep us abreast of what's really happening. We work directly with the World Health Organizations, the CDC, we work with governments, we work with municipalities, we work with provinces and states and everybody in between to make sure no matter what's going on in the world, we're taking care of you. Now, with regard to our current situation, we do have a lot of new cleaning protocols and safety protocols. And one of the things that I love about both of these products is that we are now working or even closer with our other vendors, like our motor coach vendors, like our tour, you know, our local hosts that are doing tours and the sites that we're going to see, to make sure, one, they're open and ready for you, and two, that they are adhering and exceeding the requirements for health and safety. So rather than you having to put together your vacation and then call each hotel and go online and look at each site to see if you're going to be able to go in and see it, we take care of all that for you. And really, and the folks at Cruise Holidays, they also stay abreast of all that information. So just know that if you have any questions about health and safety or any of our new travel experiences, please feel free to reach out to the folks at Cruise Holidays. So it wouldn't be a party without a little bit of savings, right? So we've got a little bit of savings for all of you that are listening tonight. Of course, our 10% early booking discount on Globus is active and ready to go. 100%, or I'm sorry, 100%, $100 off per person with the early booking discount on Cosmos. And then the suite upgrade promotion on Avalon, which is a savings of, on average, $1,400 per person. Let me repeat that, $1,400 per person. Okay, it's a great value. It's a steal. You literally will be paying the same price for an A, B, or P cabin category. So that's really fantastic. Plus, if you book with your advisor at Cruise Holidays by September 29th, we will also give you an extra $100 off per person. So really, you know, there's really no better time to save. And I know many of you who are tried and true Cruise Holidays travelers, you might actually have what we call a letter of credit because your 2020 vacation was unfortunately canceled. You might have bonus credits. You might have traveled with us over the last 2 years and you might have a welcome back credit. All of those are combinable with the offers that you see here. And none of the prices that I showed you before took into account these discounts. So if you thought it was a great price to begin with, it might be 10% off. It might be $100 off. It might actually have additional upgrade potential for your river cruise. There's so many things going on right now in your favor. But what I will tell you, and I know Mark talks about this every week on the radio, is the early bird still gets the world, as I like to put it. You get your pick of cabins. You get your pick of travel dates. You get your pick of what you want when you want it if you book early. Last minute deals, certainly that is another way to look at things. That's why we have our off-season travel. Those are a little bit more discounted. But if you want to travel in prime season, you need to make your reservations now. Alrighty, it's just a $250 per person deposit. And like I said, you have that great peace of mind plan that you can move that if you need to. All right. So don't forget to call the experts, not today, leave a message, but call tomorrow at Cruise Holidays. They are there and really excited to help you. And like I said, I know from where I stand at the Globus Family of Brands, and I think I can speak for Mark and Mimi and all their staff to say that we really appreciate you using a professional travel agent or advisor. And it really does make a difference to a lot of people that you call. So thank you very much. And we hope to see you traveling very soon. And thank you so much, Miss Mimi.
Well, thank you so much for being on here today. And we are, I know everyone is excited to get back to traveling again, and there's no better company to do it with than this family of brands, and they consistently give a great experience. And so give our counselors a call and we will be happy to help you just to get out in the world again. Let's get thinking about and dreaming about and planning travel.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Mimi.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.